Hey guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Wire. We're on episode 10 of season 3. Perez. I don't know what's going to happen to him. Minimum probably going to lose his job. AI, all that lot. Internal investigation. Neither one of them identified themselves. And it's going to throw a real spanner into the operation that they're running. Meanwhile, McNulty's new potential love life with this woman has just gone catastrophically in the wrong direction. As far as he's concerned, and probably as far as she's concerned, I could see with that meal, he said he wanted to expand on it, not just be meeting in a hotel room and so forth, but they're from worlds apart. That's not going to work. Definitely not. But anyway, let's carry on. Just before I do, if you're enjoying the episodes of The Wire, I would appreciate if you give the channel a quick subscribe down here, and we'll continue on with episode 10.
It's the second crib of mine the motherfuckers cracked this week.
Stir up a hornet's nest. No telling who gonna get stung.
Yeah? Well, you know you have to buy. Another.
Whoa. They got Latroy.
He looks like he's fell out of a 1950s movie.
What happened to all them towers?
Boom.
Slow train coming.
Huh?
Reform, Lamar.
Yep.
Reform.
These drug crews, they're dumping phones every couple of weeks at best. So when we do get a wire up, it's going to be a limited run.
And dumping phones doesn't meet the cellular company's definition of exigent circumstance, right? All right, I'll tell you what. Best I can do for you is this. You give me a boilerplate affidavit with the PC from the court report. And then as you get fresh numbers for new disposables, you call me.
I want to thank you for the loyalty you showed, moving that body. It wasn't the most sensible thing, but
It was a clusterfuck.
But from where I sit, you ain't shit when it come to policing. Don't take it personal. It ain't just you, it's all our young police. Whole generation, y'all. And that's when the idea of the free zone of Amsterdam come to me, because this drug thing, this ain't police work. They gonna be running around on a damn crusade, storming corners, slapping on cuffs, racking up body counts. And when you at war, you need a fucking enemy. And before we went and took the wrong turn and start up with these war games, the cop walked a beat, and he learned that post.
Is it twofold? Is it a generation full of police that no longer police in that manner, in that way? Because, like you say, a cop on the beat, knowing his local neighborhood and his entire beat, and anything goes down, they were on it, people were there to help. It's still a sense of protecting the community. And now all you're seeing as, like he says, is soldiers who come and remove the ones that are killing each other and leave all the rest of you to it. And he doesn't even have any CIs and nothing, you know. But is it what I'm saying is it a production of how the world is and how it's changed and how the streets have changed and our communities have changed as to why he is this?
A shortcut now could cost us later in motions hearings.
We drew Phelan on this wiretap. That two-faced hack sold me out the last go-round.
Relax. He's not running for a new term. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
We're all pieces of shit when we're in your way.
And they're just supposed to let it go on like this.
Colvin told us to push the street dealing in these areas, and then we would start locking people up.
Now all needs doing is to go out and get you some kids.
Come on, man. You're making it sound easy.
We got one. His grandmother.
Looking for me. Look, boy, there's no reason to leave your clothes in the
Laundry soap, that's definitely code.
No. Let's listen to an intercept we made of Bodie Brodus when we were up on those payphones a couple of years back.
Look, I'm telling y'all, I saw the boy. He's saying he ain't got that thing.
Same voice, no question.
I already said more than I should.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, you start throwing calls around right now, they're gonna ship blue, thinking there's a leak. They're gonna come up on the case early, and we won't get all we can out of this good work we did down here. Come on, Verdinsky. I mean, look at this mess.
Any other reporter gets on it.
Yeah.
I give it to you, and you run with it right then.
Absolutely.
He with Barksdale?
He with himself. Except for when he running with a young boy, too.
He's solo.
What's that?
The only new code so far is Amsterdam.
Jesus.
Amsterdam.
We're thinking it might have something to do with the stash house.
Well, I'm gonna hook up with Kima.
I need a moment with the detectives.
I swear, dealers in this country aren't this clever.
I need to ask if either of you had any indication that Prez harbored racial prejudices.
No. He harbored some weird shit, no doubt, but I never got a racial vibe.
No.
Lieutenant, you seriously asking?
Hey, yo, Butch, I want you to go inside my bank and spread the word. Omar paying cash money to get at them people, you feel me?
Hey, save your money.
Come on now, Butch, I got to do this,
I'm
yo.
saying you ain't gotta pay.
You mean to tell me all this time you had a scope on them clowns and you ain't let loose a mumbling word?
I caught myself looking out for you.
Down bad for the third straight week. And the shelf life of the shit we got ain't gonna last, Frank. I know. Slim said it'd stick to you for protection.
Where I send children who can't play nice together. Listen up. This man's starting a boxing program, and from the looks of some of y'all, signing on might be a good thing.
Oh, man, you dropping you right. See, if Young in there was trained, he'd whip you.
Look like he the one that got beat.
What, you think this mess ain't fucking up our business?
That means Avon's willing to sit down and talk with Marlowe, work this shit out?
No.
Me and the boys had us a sit down, got a quorum, and took a vote that says, if y'all don't quit this war, we have a mind to shut you out. Now hear me on this string.
Why, at this point, I get they're gonna pull out on Stringer and the rest of the operation, but I really would have expected at this point for him to go, hey, look, the rest of us have had enough here. He's fucking shit up. The man needs to go. Whichever way it's done, the man either needs to listen to sense or he needs to go, because he's detrimental to everything that you have arranged and organised between all of them here.
You know what happens if we start locking people up in Amsterdam? The whole rest of the district goes back to being a shithole.
He's just gonna pull out here. He's after retirement.
Just let me get this thing right, man. Then, you know, we get back to business as usual.
They're gonna cut us out, Avon. Prop Joe and them niggas, man, they took a vote. They're gonna cut us out. We ain't gonna have that dope. So even if we win, we lose, because we ain't gonna have no product to put in them fucking corners, B.
No.
Getting high on a power trip, playing fucking soldier.
Mm.
Yo, you gotta sit back, man, and think about our business. What the fuck you want? Was it so our names can ring out on some fucking ghetto street corners, man? Nah, man, there's games beyond the fucking game. The whole world, B.
You know what Slim just told me?
Here we go.
Devon come up dead. She was shot one in the mouth, one in each tit.
What happened?
They ditched their phones.
The DNRs and the wire all died around 3 o'clock.
We were online just shy of 30 hours.
It's close to $700 per drug call.
Until we see which way this goes, shouldn't we get back on Bernard and his girl? I mean, get a line on the new phones at least.
But that'll only give us what we just had.
Stick them on the rack at Bob or whatever and wait for Bernard to show up that day?
Now, the problem is the wireless people. They claim it takes a minimum of 4 days to process a court order, and that's only after I had my office threaten to go public on them.
Clowning, man. Fuck, you gonna learn something acting like a damn fool.
Shit.
Listen, motherfucker.
Yeah, bitch. Touch me. Touch a juvenile. See what happens.
See, this is where they go every time.
Bounce. Bitch.
Tough habit.
And pacing like a motherfucker, too.
Yeah, he's stressed.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
So what have they got in mind here?
I can't put a name on him. But I seen him around. He's off the west side. He ain't no drug dealer. I mean, unless he's doing it on the QT. Well, for land value. Yeah, she used to boost for Turtle Wells, old mob. She lost a little bit of weight, too. I mean, looking a lot better than I remember.
It's Western District. What Stringer's calling the Western?
Maybe he's surrendering.
After all the work we done, I'll never feel this.
Yeah, right.
Came past to apologize. I'm new at this coaching thing and got us off on the wrong foot. I ain't want to leave it between us with you thinking I gave up on y'all.
Yeah.
And you want me to
Sign
sign
off on it.
off on court order taps on a bunch of phones the time I'm signing the order. have not been used for any illegal activity whatsoever.
Circumstantial PC at best.
What happens if you tap a load of them and normal customers come in and buy them? How are you going to prevent that from happening? You'd have to have each mini-mart or whatever surveilled, primed, and each person behind the counter know what they're doing, what they're looking for, and you've even got to get them on board. Never mind him.
What the hell? Let's do it. Let the Court of Appeals sort it out. If
Okay.
it even gets that far.
His name, Avon Barksdale, do anything for you?
Kinda.
Player.
He's the main guy. We thought he was down, but he popped up in September. You know when or where? I could run it out quick.
Nah, it can make no difference. He didn't post up in the emergency room from what I hear.
But we're barely above the street so far. We haven't even put an eyeball on him.
He's supposed to be laying his head there. I need you to check that out and get back to me as soon as you can.
You got a CI, huh?
What I don't know and very much want to know is where is the West Baltimore drug trade?
Yes.
I hope, Major, these are not staged photographs you're showing us.
I moved them off the corners.
God damn it. Don't toy with me, Major. I can see that. What I want to know is how the fuck you managed to move them and where the fuck they are now.
On the moon.
Deputy. I proceeded to push all street-level dealing towards those areas. Now, at first, dealing with the juveniles on them corners, I had a little success. But ultimately, by rounding up all the mid-level dealers in my district and making them offer they couldn't refuse, I was able to...
You made them an offer?
I don't know how this is going to go.
Where drug enforcement was not a district priority, or they faced the wrath of every able-bodied soul in my district.
How were you able to
Jesus
effectively...
Christ, you nit. Don't you see what he's done? He's legalized drugs.
Yeah, that's how it's going to be seen.
Actually, I elected to ignore them.
You lost your fucking mind. He's lost his fucking mind. That's it, gentlemen.
Shit. Fan. Done.
Yo, sweet. I about forgot. I can sell you one of these real cheap if you got use for the shit.
You know what I did knowingly and on my own. I mean, my man had nothing to do with this.
It's all
I was
him.
part of some elaborate trap. But don't let me hear that you're taking any punitive action against my people. Because I can get on a soapbox and I can lie as good as the next man, if I have to.
Oh.
Are you threatening me?
No, he's just telling you how it is.
After all my putting my foot up people's asses to decrease the numbers, he comes in and in one stroke gets a fucking 14% decrease.
Brought these.
Residents?
Letters. From community associations, ministers, business people, citizens.
They're happy.
And they're all positive.
I might have your badge, Major, but not today. I don't want to draw any attention to this shit before we're ready to speak to it.
I did the long-distance access card heist before cell phones got popular.
Crib numbers?
Damn, Bernard, why you acting all CIA and shit? We trying to make money here.
If you had to answer the people I do, your ass would be damn more psychosis too. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate caution, because I'm hanging out here too. Marlene, you send that copy off to Paris? Thank you, darling. 3104412. Now that last number might be a 7. I'm not too sure with these small keypads and all.
We can do business.
You think the buck's gonna stop in this office? You're wrong.
If I might, these are letters from people in his district.
They're your voters, by the way.
People, voters.
Thank you.
All glowing reports.
Yes.
And there's the 14% reduction in crime in the West.
That's what all you lot want, isn't it?
Trap high-end drug dealers.
Explain it.
15%.
Yeah, explain it whichever way
If
you
we
want.
handle this right, we might all get out from underneath. No mud on anybody.
I put the word out on the street that I'm buying tossed-off burners, paying $2 a pop. Street people bring me hundreds. She charges me 20 on each phone on her end. I double it or more on the street to make mine. You clear 50 on each phone.
That's if and you can back them up with receipts. I gotta show receipts looking like they from different places, or I can't play.
Maybe I can help you?
Yeah. And that's why you played bait. Cool. Okay then, episode 10. I quite enjoyed that episode. There was quite a lot going on. Lester is a genius. I'm not sure when McNulty went, are you thinking the same fucking thing I just thought of? I'm not sure he came up with it quite as Lester's worked that out, but that is very ingenious. How the hell do we get around this and that, and between what they've gone to the judge for, being able to wiretap them as brand new, and then showing that you can extend them, and it's on a dummy fake account, you keep it loading the minutes on. Now then, Bubbles. I like it when Bubbles in it. He's the last person any of them would think would be what he is. And he knows everybody. And he knows how to just not push it, you know? Even just at that with the car, when it's like, yeah, all right, see you later. And it's, oh, by the way, it's nothing's forced with him. He knows how to play the game. And I feel so sorry for him. I don't know why, I just still do. McNulty's accepting that his dick keeps getting him into trouble and into the wrong places, and associating with what he believes he's entitled to have. And it's not working out that way. But Calvin, oh my God, the Major, that was just brilliant. He handled it the best way. The rest of them, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But Rose in the gay barn, for a start, does that. We'll come back to that, I'm sure, probably in the next episode or two. But going to the mayor with it, and then, I mean, I profess I know stuff all about politics. I don't even know how politics work in my own country because it bores me to death. But you have got a shed load, no, I didn't swear, you have a shed load of letters there from businesses, community leaders, residents, all and so forth, commending what he's done here and cleaning the streets up and making it safer and making it back to what it used to be, a community. And at the end of the day, is that not what police were supposed to be? Is that not what politicians are supposed to be in power for? To be able to, you know, they're elected by the people to take care of all of this shit. I think he may come round to it. I don't know. If he doesn't, he's a fucking idiot. So we could have more on the white apps now. Now then, I can't believe Marlowe just shot her like that. That was awful. And it's all in retaliation, and it's all because of Barksdale. And it's only approached that point, even though he's trying to... He always fucking twists it. Oh, you really want a truce? After he's just done this, you're like, yeah, and the reason why I want a truce is because you just keep fucking escalating the whole thing, the whole time. And it's not gonna stop anytime soon. But him ringing, I'm assuming it's the Major that he called. He's got to take this guy out of play one way or another. He just has, because Proposition Joe's right. The rest of them are just gonna close ranks, pull you out. And what's the point of having one and not the other? This time it's not having the product, never mind all the towers going. Now it's, if you ain't got the product, you're out of business. Anyway, I will be back with episode 11 next. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. By all means, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Post your comments down below. If you do want to watch any of these episodes, they're all available on YouTube. Playlists, full length, uncut versions are always available on Patreon, should you wish to go and check that out in the description. I will see you for episode 11 next. Take care.